What's good? It's your boy Abram Mitchell checking in. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And the purpose of this video is kind of explain what you gonna expect when you come here. You gonna expect to, get your notebook out, write down, take notes anytime you click on the video on this channel, because anything that I talk about, it could help you make money, it could help you improve your mindset, and it could just help you give you direction that you might didn't have. So a little bit background knowledge about me. I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I've been in the business for 4 years now, and I'm feeling better than ever. I feel like I'm just getting started, and I'm excited to share this journey with my subscribers. I originally got into the real estate business through wholesaling. Through wholesaling real estate, I was in college. I was already, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. It come from, my parents, they're entrepreneurs. So, just watching your parents not have to clock into a job was gonna make me wanna, clock into a 9-to-5 job. Not saying that, I got something against them, but, that's kind of what I saw. Seeing is believing. So in college, owned a glass business at the time, and, came across wholesaling real estate. If you don't know what wholesaling real estate is, I got plenty of videos talking about that on my channel. But basically the short answer is flipping properties on paper. I basically came across this hack in real estate that allowed me to market to homeowners. Once I get them on the phone, negotiate a deal that makes sense. Once I got that on paper, I take that paper to an investor, they put up the money, and I make money in between. So came across wholesaling real estate in college. This is 2018. It took me about 5 months to get my first deal. I made $35,000 on my first deal. So at that point, I dropped out of college and moved from Louisiana to Nashville. This is where I've been for the last 4 years building my business. So I didn't just stay stagnant though. So, wholesale for a good 1.5 to 2 years. And then I started buying properties and made that transition into actually becoming a real estate investor. Because in my opinion, the wholesale business is not, you can't really consider yourself a real estate investor until you putting your name on the deed. Like, until you were actually closing on deals, you're really just a marketer, a really good marketer, and you're really good at sales and problem solving. Because you got those two skills, you can make a whole lot of money in wholesaling. But those two skills are not the only two skills you need to make a whole lot of money in real estate. That's why they're kind of different. So wholesale for about 1.5 to 2 years, started flipping properties, and then now I develop properties. So you'll see, on my channel, I'll be throwing up some of our development projects, some of our flip projects, and just kind of going through the day-to-day and what I do as a full-time real estate entrepreneur. So I still wholesale real estate though. I don't want y'all to think like wholesaling, I just stopped doing that. It's something I always do because I actually built a team behind it. And if you want to be financially free like everybody talking, I won't be an entrepreneur, I won't be financially free, you need to start building a team to buy some of that time back. Because let's talk about it. When you're working a 9-to-5, you are essentially trading your time for money. As an entrepreneur, yes, you're putting a lot of time into something, but you know that at a certain point, you're gonna start buying your time back. What I mean by that? So, of course, when I first started my business, I was a one-man show, and I worked in every seat. I wore every hat, which is necessary. You can't skip steps. You gotta trust the process. But at a certain point, when you start scaling your business, you start buying your time back through hiring other people to work for you. So, once you start getting the good knowledge, good experience of the concept, then you start scaling it. You start bringing other people on. And what does that do? That alleviates your time. So as an entrepreneur, we are always looking to buy our time back because it's your greatest asset if you know how to use it. And I'm gonna talk about that on another video because everybody always talking about time, our greatest asset and all this, but 90% of people, time is something we can't control. So if you don't understand how time works and you don't know how to buy some of your time back, time is your biggest liability, because it ain't stopping for nobody. It don't matter what happened. It don't matter if you get hurt, you get injured. It does not matter. Time is not gonna wait on nobody. It's not gonna wait on anyone. So, I start building my company, I own a direct to seller off market company where I have an office. I work from home also, but we make calls. We reach out to sellers. We get inbound calls through our marketing too, and we're looking to get a deal. You know, we're looking to get a deal because I know that if I could control that contract, then I could do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want with it. So at the end of the day, it's about adding tools to your toolbox. You know, wholesaling was one exit strategy, but now through experience, I know how to flip properties and develop properties. So once I control a contract, now through my performance and underwriting, I have 3 ways that I can make money off that same property, off that same lead. That's, you know, when you vertically integrate your business, you're able to do that. So now when I get a contract, I look at this property, okay, we could wholesale this thing, make 10, 15,000. Or hey, we could buy this thing, put some money into it and make 50, 60, 70,000 flipping it. Now, it's gonna take a little longer to do that. Wholesaling, 30 days, we're getting our check. Flipping, it might take 3 months. Or we could buy a piece of property, tear the house down, or it's an empty lot and build on it and get a 6-figure check every time. You know, most of the time, I'm not gonna take, not even most of the time, 100% of the time in my underwriting, I'm not gonna take down a development deal unless I see a 6-figure payday on it in the future. But obviously, development, your cost, your cash conversion cycle is 12 months, it's a year. So it's necessary to have all these products stacked on top of each other because you gotta have money coming in. Wholesaling is like your bank into investing into real estate. That's how you that's how you fund these deals, through wholesaling real estate. So on this channel, man, I'm gonna be talking about how we market, how we build the necessary systems, necessary team members, and put them in the right places in order to make sure we always got contracts to make some money off of. So make sure you tuned in, make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're taking notes. Note takers are money makers. You forget 85% of the stuff you hear. So if you ain't writing it down, it's as good as just not listening to it. It's going in one ear, out the next one. So pay attention.